terrific evening. Look. And David Eves come a long way. Thank you. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Russell and Thompson, the perimeter. Green and Cauley-Stein are down low. And it's Curry and for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Cantor. Poked away. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Walker on the 3 off target.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson, clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I can see the bruises.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Curry against Walker. Curry can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Hayward passes to Cantor. From the baseline. That's good on the jump shot.
The mechanics didn't look too bad there. Cantor with the quick release and excellent follow-through.
Pass to Curry. Shoots over Walker. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Tatum. The shot comes out, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein lived up to his draft spot of being number 6 Greg overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Here's Walker. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Walker against Curry. So the wing on the left. Russell kicks to Curry. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. And another 3 for Golden State.
That is Thompson's shot. Just a great shooter and fully confident in his perimeter game.
Brown outside. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. That one drops for him.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Thompson misses. Celtics trail by 3. Brown dishes to Cantor. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that's a solid move by Cantor. Going to the dribble drive. He gets that shot off when he wants.
Curry outside. Connects from 3-point range. Curry's got 11 points.
What a quarter right here. Establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
There's Walker with the 3. Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
You think about with everything that's gone on in Klay Thompson's career and the surrounding talent that he's had with him, he still goes out and takes care of his business as a defensive stopper and takes tremendous pride in what he can do offensively.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens. He said that
our relationship started when...
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. Green down low with Looney. And it's Thompson in at the three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's Walker with the three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Curry from deep three-point land. And another three for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Guys, you talk about players coming in, and with a huge impact, Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum? Step right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
The Warriors making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Outside, Walker. In the corner, Smart with it. Hayward against Curry. Hayward kicks to Walker. From deep. Boston. No good that time either.
And if you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Hayward against Burks. From deep. Another three for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Walker the pass to Williams. Hayward on the wing. A floater, and Looney sends it back. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Got that one up quick.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
It's Smart with the ball for Boston. Trailing by 13. To the inside. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Williams. And 12 points for Kemba Walker.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
They get back. Green kicks to Burks. Thompson for the triple. And another three for Golden State.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The pass to Williams. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Tatum. And it's Brown in for Gordon Hayward. Golden State also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Green. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Klay Thompson.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 17-7 run. Curry against Walker. Passes to Robinson. Three-pointer on the way. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Celtics trail by 12. Off target at the rim.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And a deep three from Curry. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter saw them extend their lead to 12 points at the break through some solid team basketball. Very few wasted. That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Curry has been sensational.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Tatum and Cantor together down low. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. That's the Boston Five.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Russell finds Curry. Thompson outside. Puts up a three. Traps in the tray. Thompson's got 13.
Looking to shoot immediately off the pass, and I don't think he even felt the leather that time.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Cantor against Cauley Stein. Pass to Walker. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Russell with the three. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 16. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Walker surveying the floor. Walker missing again.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Curry with a wide open look. Off target with his three. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And the Warriors defense last year is still strong, but not as dominant as before.
You wonder if the loss of a lot of that experience is going to cost this revamped roster defensively. It's been fun to watch them shoot threes, but they've been so reliant on that defense. Can they be that good this season?
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Walker. 16 points for him. Pass to Hayward. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. Boston making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Jason Tatum. And Langford subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. The shot by Curry, no good. Celtics trail by 17. Outside, Walker. Over Russell. Walker's shot is off.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And it's in there.
You're not going to throw Draymond Green off his game. That's his job to do it to you, staying focused there, and gets the contact and makes it.
Brown right side. Buries it down low. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Warriors, we got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with Alec Burks. Robinson is out there with Looney. And it's McKinney in at the 4 spot. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. 17-point game. Williams passes to Langford. Here's Ogilvy. The Celtics working the ball around now. Outside Williams. Here's Smart. Williams kicks to Smart. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Smart's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Boston. Warriors leading by 15. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Deep 2 from Robinson. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
You don't want to ever give up points up. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And here's Langford. Count it. Good. We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good example. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Semi Ojeleye. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Langford. And goal.
Oh! Look at that. And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
Walker's checked in for Boston. And the Warriors also making a change. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Burks. Tatum passes to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 9, and it's Boston with another. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
For Boston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Tatum on the wing. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he knocks down the jumper.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And a deep three from Curry. Another three for Golden State.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence.